Okay, so you asked me, what about the beginners? Is this study program, CFG study program, designed for beginners? Well, yes, it is designed for beginners. And why? Because beginners have much more advantage than any other so-called intermediate or advanced people who are really not advanced or intermediate. They just have a bunch of flaws from the past, from other teachers, from wrong methods, from stuff, like from the more basic things. Like the posture. The posture of the hand, or how to really get the good sound of that. How you will play every note properly. It is a science, this thing. And then if you repeat or drag with the picado or have wrong posture, and then being habituated for many years to do that, this is a problem. And therefore, I tell you one thing, beginners have total advantage over other people. Why? Because they just have to advance and progress and grow more and more with no obstacles. If someone is a beginner and he knows why and how he will practice and the proper supervision and what he's doing, like what we are doing here, Paco de Lucia's technique, which is the most exalted and superb technique ever invented for nylon string guitar. Now, please watch the description of this video, a video that says their title is "In 20 minutes I can save you many years if you just listen to this." That's important also as additional understanding of your question. But yes, in fact, if someone is a beginner and starts from zero, he can advance no problem to the higher levels in no time. My advanced students, which I have some, who even won national awards, first prize, national award, Córdoba, etc. Many people play great, and those who I educate, I make those players that are advanced now. Those guys are advanced now, but one time they were beginners. So we tend to forget that sometimes any player was a beginner, right? And was a proper beginner, his development was proper, and that's how he became advanced. But some people, the problem is, what you asked me about is that some people will have not enough courage to admit, yes, this is a wrong posture, or I was doing this or that mistakes from the past, bad habits, like these posture things, or in the picado, many things can be good, the sound, even misconceptions about what is flamenco really speaking. Because flamenco really speaking means Paco de Lucia. This is what it means, flamenco guitar, modern flamenco guitar. And then there is Paco de Lucia and everybody else, which has nothing to do with the Paco thing, nor can it match Paco's level. Right? That we'll have to know before we start from day one. If we don't know that, then there will be misunderstanding. And then, of course, some people is habituated to run things, say, for 10 years. And then now they are confronted to the fact, that's what you told me in your email, that now it's very difficult to just rewind and go back and accept, yes, I have this problem and I will fix it. While the beginner doesn't have to do that. The beginner will just go straight to the higher level of attainment. And it doesn't matter in how much time. That's another thing. And please watch the description of this video. Japanese katana sword technique, samurai technique, and French fencing. I will also post that, because you need to know that classical guitar as well has nothing to do with this technique, with the Paco's thing. Nothing in common. We just have in common to have 6 strings, that's it. Right? So please watch that. Then, to go into your question, I have also students, intermediate people and other people who did have problems in the past, but they fixed it in no time as well. Why? Because they have, as you said, they were able to admit, yes, this was a wrong thing, and I will correct it. Say on the picado, they have a wrong posture, or repeating fingers, or dragging, some problem there, and then they decide, I want to destroy this obstacle, just tell me what to do, and I will fix it. And those will also attain. But those have to do an extra effort that the beginner does not have to do. That's the thing, because the beginner has no inherited wrong things from the past, so he can just go straight. Like for example, suppose we have to go to the Alcazaba Castle, which is that direction. If I have to go to that direction and I walk 5 minutes towards there, I am nearing the goal and approaching I'm going somewhere. But if I'm supposed to go to the Alcazaba, which is that direction, and instead of going there, I'm going that other direction, that's not leading me to the Alcazaba Castle. That's the opposite way. And if I didn't even know it, I walk, suppose, 5 years towards that direction, and I'm supposed to go to the Alcazaba Castle, which is just in the opposite place. Then I will have to take another 5 years to come to where I am now, and then walk to the proper place. So 5 minutes. This is to say that, regarding your other question, 5 minutes of proper practice are more than 5 years of wrong practice. In fact, 5 years of wrong practice will do a very bad thing, which you have to put a remedy to that also under expert guidance and supervision, but it will take an effort. And that's why the beginners have advantage all the time. And therefore, if you make a great beginner player, he will become intermediate and then advanced in no time, because he doesn't have to be walking again the opposite direction. He just go to the proper direction directly. And if I walk 5 minutes towards there, I am approaching the goal. But if I walk 5 years towards there, I'm not approaching it. This you have to have very clear. That's why the beginners are very important, and my specialty is beginners. Why? Because those will become advanced also. I was also a beginner, right? And now, what is the thing? The thing is, this level assessment as well is very important. And some people imagine they are intermediate, but they really have a lot of flaws. They are not intermediate really. And now they have to go to kindergarten again, from zero. So it takes courage and be very brave, right, to do that. You have to say, like I have also students like that. They said, I don't care what it takes, I will fix this problem. And they do it, they did it. But it takes a lot of effort. And the beginner just goes straight to the attainment of their goal. Therefore, and guess what? It's not about playing hours. Or you have to think, oh wait, yeah, because you are 10 hours a day playing, that's why you're doing that. No, no, no. Watch at the description also another video that I will post. The title is, what if I don't have enough time to practice, or very little time to practice? What I do? I have many friends who are lawyers, doctors, there's different professions. They're professionals of all their fields, and they play for fun. Maybe they have 10 minutes to play, right, a day. And even they advance, and they advance a lot. Every week I see someone on Skype that amazes me. I say, my God, how are they playing? Because they advance only, right? Why? Because they don't have obstacles. They just have a clear mind, and then they don't have problems from the past, so they can just walk straight to the goal. And that's why beginners are extremely important. And if you become a proper player, it's because you were a proper beginner one time. Therefore, method who is not regarding beginners, it means zero, nothing. No master class stuff. This master class stuff is that's another business thing, which has nothing to do with teaching. Because if I go there to master class, who am I supposed to teach? Those should be also master people there, right? So, in the name of teaching, many nonsense are around, and that's why Paco never did this master class thing, because he considered that it's necessary to be qualified to receive the knowledge, and just anyone cannot receive it, because you have to go through the gradations, through the levels, through the gradient, approaching the goal. And then once you are qualified, then you can take master class. So, of course, people is happy sometimes to just go there and waste time. Really speaking, some people say I have 10 years playing, but they have been not 10 years playing, they have been 10 years wasting their time, their valuable time, because the method was wrong or the way was wrong to push. Therefore, you also have to know why you are doing and how to practice. How to practice is about you, and what to practice is something impersonal there, a vague concept. It's just not something that will lead you to success. And therefore, I will also post that in the description of the video. The difference between superficial or deep approach. And deep approach doesn't mean you're a professional. It means you really play for fun. Because when you play for fun, you will enjoy it to play it right. To play the right way, that's what is enjoyable about music and about guitar. And that is why CFG is made that way, our method, because that is safe path, free from risk of falling into traps of misconceptions or jumping over the gradient. Right? Or trying to do nonsense like do it yourself. Do it yourself alone, you cannot do that. You cannot learn to fly an airplane alone with YouTube tutorials. If I try to land an airplane following YouTube tutorials, what do you think will happen? It will not be possible. Someone there, an expert, other captain of airplanes have to show you what to do, and then first you're doing simulation flight with a machine there that simulates flight. Probably know that. And then you can one day land the airplane. But you have to be training, and you need a teacher and a trainer and a coach and supervisor and many years probably of theory as well. So, but those people who are like that, they also have a possibility, provided they will take it really for fun. Because this is not a thing that only professional players are good, because it's professional and I play for fun, therefore I have many defects. What is that? How does that make sense, that because you are a beginner, you play the wrong thing or a wrong guitar, or it doesn't matter because you're a beginner, then you play with the guitar out of tune, no problem. Guitar doesn't tune, but you're a beginner. Then after 10 years, when you become intermediate, then you get the guitar that tunes. Is that a logic thing? No. But that's how misconception damaged progress. And beginners who are well educated, and my students who are champions now, the advanced people, they go from their beginner point to this point of advanced playing. So also about these levels is very, it may take, in 2 years, I have students that started from zero. And in 2 years, if you see what they are doing and what the people that have 15 years wasted time is doing, because the results is what we talk. Otherwise, I can prove it what I'm saying, by the way, completely. And I will post at the description of this video, the video of students who learned in Skype with me in 2 years, and now they came here to Spain last year, and every year we go to TV twice. Because TV love these people, foreigner people playing great, better than the Spanish ones. And I will post that so that you can see guys that have been 2 years learning on Skype, and then they come to Spain and play in TV. Is that cool or what? And who can do it? The students of who play in TV? Show me one. Please send me, if you know one, show me, send me a video, and I will correct myself, right? Because as I said always, I want to prove things. Only things that are proved are valid. Otherwise, this is just opinions, or someone told me, they say that that's not valid. Therefore, you have to go scientific. And this is the proof. The proof is how they play. After just 2 years of training or 1 year, you see what they are doing. See the level of scales, the rasgueo, what they are doing. Right? So all this intermediate, advanced, and that is very relative. But the good news is that you can play even 5 minutes a day. If you play 5 minutes properly, you will advance much more than if you play 5 years wrong. So 5 minutes right makes more beneficial results than playing 5 years wrong. So it's just a logic thing, right? So thank you for the question, and I see you next time.
Yeah.